Hello, the dog is in, and welcome back to another chapter of Tokyo Revengers. This is chapter 261, opposite sides of the same coin. In the last chapter, we have Taiju being the living legends, Waka and Benkei. Apparently, the old age is catching up with them, and after fighting Koko and Inupi, they're out the game, and Taiju just face palms them into the floor, and that's that. And now we have Takemitchy and Mikey finally squaring up. Got the official versus battle little sign thing or whatever, and here we are. So at the start of the chapter, we have them not facing off, but like facing each other, literally, not figurative, like facing each other. You'll understand. You just look at the panel. So we have Mikey being like, why'd you come back, at the very start of the chapter? And basically we have Takemitchy explaining like the entire point of this saga. He's like, hey, future you wanted me to save you, and so I've been saving all my friends and stuff, so here I am to come save you, because in all these different futures you've been kind of crazy. But finally, I got you to reveal that you want to help. So I came here to help you out. And now this is pretty heartfelt and all. And we have everybody kind of watching. We have Taiju kind of being like, because Takemitchy very blatantly says like, from the future you. And Taiju's like, future? What? What are you talking about? But of course, he's kind of standing back. And obviously, this is the fight between captains. He's not going to say nothing. That's disrespectful. And so while this is going on, we have Sanzu coming back, all right, after getting hit with a truck, and what I would assume would have taken him out the entire fight. He just comes back, he has a sword, and he just slices Taiju. I wouldn't say for no reason, but I'm like, could have killed Takemitchy if he really wanted. I mean, he had the sneak on, but nope, he's like, nope, Taiju goes down. He just slices the heck out of his back, and he says, like hell, I'll let you. He's responding to Takemitchy, who's saying he's gonna save Mikey, right? And so then from there, he just blatantly says it like out loud. He's yelling. He's just like, you call yourself a time leaper? You don't understand how important his destiny is. His fate has been sealed ever since he was a kid. He has no other path to walk on except for the path of carnage. Takemitchy is looking at him. I'm just like, Takemitchy. I mean, I don't know. I guess, the situation doesn't really allow for him to be, acting rashly, but Taiju just basically got sliced up in front of you, and he's just kind of looking at Sanzu. But, I mean, once again, as I said before, he's kind of surrounded at this point. Hama comes in a little bit right after Sanzu's speech and everything. He's like, yeah, he's kind of on his own. It's 3v1, and one of them is Mikey. All right, that in and of itself is an impossibility. Plus a guy with a sword, though he's injured, and Hanma, who's pretty fresh to death. I mean, he's killing it. And Hanma points out as he appears to surround Takemitchy that you're on your own, man. You're the last one standing for Tomen. But best boy Chifuyu comes in with a spin kick. He says he's not the only one. And Hanma gives him a little glance, and he's like, anyway, so I punched him in the face, and he punches him in the face. And since Chifuyu's flying a little bit, he was just like, I mean, I guess you're still here, but, you're going to lose. And we have onlookers being just Mitsuya, really. He's kind of commenting on, like, Chifuyu, you're pretty banged up at this point. Because, mind you, he won his first fight. Then Hanma came in and beat up everybody who won their fights. So, he's basically taken a win, but probably got a beating during the win. And then got, just lost. Got beat up. So, it's like, Chifuyu's probably running on fumes right now. But he's like, nah. He basically is like, I'll not let my captain fight alone. He is vice captain after all. He says he regrets, blaming Takemitchy for Draken's death and everything. He's just like, you were fighting on your own. Mistakes were made, but you were on your own. Well, what could you have really done by yourself? He's like, I was supposed to be there for you. I promised to fight with you and stick by your side. And so as your vice captain of the second generation Tokyo Manji gang, I devote myself to my captain. We're gonna be here back to back. It's a little emotional moment, and that's the end of the chapter. Pretty straightforward chapter, really. Well, straightforward, I wouldn't say that, but the end part's pretty straightforward with Shifuyu coming in. So it seems like it's gonna be a 2v3. I guess Shifuyu's gonna 2v1 kind of Hanma and Sanzu, with Takemitchy handling Mikey, which that's gonna be kind of crazy. I don't know if anybody else, because I see Mitsuya's up, but given I'm sure he's also beaten up, but hopefully somebody else from Tomen comes in and helps Shifuyu out, because I don't know how he's gonna handle Sanzu and Hanma. Hanma's fresh to death, and Sanzu has a sword, very beaten up, but he has a sword, so that makes him like lethal, literally. So we'll kind of see how that plays out. Takemitchy versus Mikey, we still have no clue how this fight could go, because it really could go a number of ways depending on how the author wants to play it. Takemitchy could just get beat up really bad, but he got the speech game on point. Takemitchy jutsu go crazy, and he basically gets Mikey to weaken himself, and then he's able to overpower him. It could go that Takemitchy is just generally that strong, and he's actually able to kind of like handle Mikey to a certain degree. Obviously not like overpower him, but to a certain degree keep up with him, unlike anybody else. So, or you could just have Takemitchy just get his ass beat. It really could just be that simple. But that's in regards to that. Taiju, he's probably not dead. It'd be pretty unceremonious to have him just die like that. But on the other hand, he is definitely not dying, but he's definitely he's out of the fight. He's not doing anything else for the rest of the fight. So that's that. And then in regards to Sanzu, kind of mentioning the Time Leaper thing, we kind of knew he understood that stuff, but then mentioning the Time Leaper stuff and kind of suggesting that maybe there's a certain level of fate to what's going on with Mikey, and that maybe there's another Time Leaper who's putting this into play, where they're kind of making Mikey end up down this path, or someone else either explained it to Sanzu, or Sanzu personally tried to help Mikey, and he's found that literally nothing ever works, and he always ends up down a similar path to this. And so this is why Sanzu's kind of dedicating himself. He's like, maybe you are just meant to be a god of carnage, and if you're going to be a god of carnage, I will join you because I care about you that much. It's an idea. It is an idea. But for now, that's pretty much it for the chapter. Leave a like if you like the video. Leave a dislike if you dislike it. Comment. What do you think is going on with Sanzu? Is he a Time Leaper? Is Hanma a Time Leaper? Is anybody else a Time Leaper, or are they just aware of Time Leapers? How do you think Shifuyu's gonna beat Sanzu and Hanma? Do you think he's just gonna go head up with them, or is he gonna get some help at last minute? Is Taiju dead? I think that's just a very simple question. Is Taiju dead? Let me know. Feel free to subscribe if you like the videos and you want to see more videos like these. Each week, a new chapter comes out. Thank you again for watching the video, and the dog is out, leaving the office. Peace.